Szerbusztok, kukik! Kukikákok! Ez lemerült? Vagy mi van? Vut? Ja, hogy ja. Világos. Ezt a vezérlőt szeretném kikapcsolni. És akkor lecseréljük a másikra. Nem értettem, hogy mi a baj, de most már tudom, mi a baj. Szóval! Behozzuk a Twitch-et, meg ezt. Megszereltem az asztalomat. Kurva jó! Megint tudom emelgetni. Szóval én itt szerettem volna felszedni a lootot itt, ahol most vagyok. Ugyanis itt... Szia Bazsi! Üdvözlet! Itt ezen a fán, ott van egy loot. De a helyzet az, hogy nem tudom felszedni. Nem tudom, hogy kell fölmenni a fára. Ugyanis... Vagy legalábbis... Na várjál. Nem, hát ez biztos, hogy nem az. Ugyanis az van, hogy volt itt egy ilyen virág, amit szétütöttem. De most hol vagyunk? Eldering a havas zóna. Hát igen. Vicces. Mennyi cucc van itt. Szóval az van, hogy valahol itt van egy nagyobb ilyen fa. Egészen talán itt. Aha. És nem tudom, hogy kell fölmenni rá. Ami azért lényeges kérdés. Mert van mellette egy ilyen lootolni való hely. Mekkorát estem. Na és nézzétek csak. Ostoros betyár. Aha. Hoszló vicces. Szóval ott van egy... Itt volt ez a virág, amit szétcsaptam. És ez erről a kis fáról leszedte a cuccot. Most azért poénos a helyzet, mert oda nem lehet fölmenni. Úgy lehet fölmenni, gondolom, van egy kis létra is, de gondolom úgy lehet fölmenni, hogy onnan föntről oda leugrunk. A probléma ott van, hogy így fogalmam sincs, hogy menjek erre fel. Mert van itt egy lépcső, itt fel lehet mászni félig meddig. Most beragadtam valamiért. Tehát itt már itt ilyen erőszakolva át lehet mászni helyekre. Mert be tudtam oda ugrani. Aha, tehát ide be tudok ugrani. Viszont ez a létre, ez nem egy mászható létre. Tehát ott már nem tudok fölmenni rajta. Ide még át tudok ugrani. De ez kevés ahhoz, hogy odáig én el tudjak siklani. Tehát ez így no. És itt nekem megállt a tudomány, hogy hogyan tudnék így effektíve tovább menni. Mármint, hogy itt. Tehát ott vannak a lootok. A nagy ládák, amit most már a növényzet nem nőtt körbe. De nem vágom, hogy hogyan kéne oda jutni. Mert ez nem elég. De csak éppen, hogy nem elég, hogy kapná be. És lehúzni sem tudom, mert nem látszik a láda. Tehát nincsen rálátásom úgy igazán. És így nem tudom, hogy szedjem ezt fel. Nem mindegy. Megcsináltam ennek a hegyfok küldetésnek egy részét, hogy felmásztam valahova ide, hogy az elhullott kórustagnak a magvait megszerezzük, mert ugye mondták, hogy kiment, hogy jól megmutassa, hogy ő aztán rátermett a feladatra, és igenis hallgassák meg, hogy ő mit mond. Szia, Hello Flame! Üdv újra köztünk! És megtaláltam a hamvait, és mondták, hogy lezuhant a hegyről. Hát nem lezuhant, hanem konkrétan megölték. És az egyik... Ez a Kellnek a tanítványa gyilkolta meg. Na most nem tudom, hogy ez a Kell, ez kicsoda. Most ez az öreg nő lenne? Lenne volna? Azt mondták, hogy ide jött haza, mert elment, eltűnt. Ez... Itt van a Kell.
There's Kell. What's she holding?
Igen, ez a nyanyakórustag. Igen, mindenki tudja már, hogy egy búza vagy, és meggyilkoltattad a következő kórustagot.
I never wanted any of this to happen.
Then why?
Calais sowed the seeds of discord. She wanted the Utaru to leave Plainsong, abandon our home. If that thought caught on, it would have been more destructive than any sickness or machine.
So you had her killed?
There is a natural order to all things. Growth, decay, death.
Hát te se bírod már sokáig.
The tree cannot pick up its roots, so I stopped what was threatening us. And I'm sorry it came to it, but it's over now.
I'm gonna make sure you pay for all the suffering you've caused.
Too late.
Ó, méregbogyókat szedtél.
You think you stopped Kalai's beliefs from spreading? But when people hear what you did, they'll cast aside the old ways even more.
No.
And you won't be around to do anything about it.
No! She needed to stand trial! Kalai deserves justice.
Kel thought that silencing Kalai would silence her beliefs. Prove her wrong. That will give Kalai justice.
It isn't much, but I want you to have this. As thanks. I won't have to spend the rest of my days wondering what happened to Kalai.
Blighted are the leaves. 3 of our people dead. And for what? I admit it. I never wanted you among us. But now, it seems I must thank you for revealing the rot that had taken hold here.
I'm sorry it had to happen this way.
At least with the rot removed, new growth can thrive.
Jól van. Kaptunk 2 pontot. Itt a nagy gyilkolás sok közepette azért fejlesztettem némi mindenfélét a karakterem. Most ott tartunk, hogy a túlélő fám az egész szépen halad. Gyógyszerkapacitás. Ez pont 3 pont kellett hozzá, azt hiszem. Fejlesztettem egy ilyet, hogy a növényekből többet szed fel egyszerre. Több bátorságpontot kapok, ahogy csapkodok. Ha kevés az életem, akkor többet sebzek. Erőteljes orvosság, többet gyógyít a gyógyító. Ha kevés az életem, akkor elkezdek gyógyulni. Szanax meg ribotripel van ott találva. Szintén bátorságot kapok ütésekből, gyógyszer-növekedés, ez is az egy első szintje volt. Itt vagy, ha kevés az életem, akkor 40%-kal kevesebbet sebződök. Alacsony életerőn. Tulajdonképpen itt még ami nekem kellhet, ez az alacsony életerős távolsági, meg hogy nem 40%, hanem 50% legyen az armor, amikor kevés a HP-m. És akkor mehetünk tovább majd egy másik fára, mondjuk ide a gépes fára, hogy többet sebezzen a gép, meg ilyen hülyeségek. Már fele tudja, hogy az jó lenne nekem. Itt a vadász oldalon megvan minden, ami kell. Passzív képességek, hada van kifejlesztve. Csapda, vető rész egyáltalán nem érdekel. Itt a közelharcinál is szinte minden passzív ki van fejlesztve. És hát itt sem igazán érdekel a dolog, ez sem. Nekem ez a vadász, ez a level 3-as vadász, ez így nagyon adja. Távolsági mester. Úgyhogy szépen lassan elérünk arra a pontra, hogy már nem nagyon lesz mit fejlesztenem, ami úgy igazán meg is érné.
I'll plant Kalai's seed pouch in Plainsong. You made that possible.
I'll make sure Kel's body...
Kel would have gotten away with murder. If not for you,
Kel's treachery will be a shock to many.
I'll always be grateful.
You've done enough for us.
Kel's treachery.
Go while the roots are strong.
Na figyelj csak!
I'll make sure Kel's body.
Ja jó, most akkor ha felkiáltójelesek lettetek, de csak otthon lehet veletek beszélgetni. Rendben van. Ma már nem is mentél. Hát, ahelyett, hogy pihentél volna. Beteg Szabira kellett volna menned. Van 2. Aha, most kettesével szedem a bogyókákat. Nagyon jó. Jó van, akkor ez a küldetés most kész. Van itt egy csomó egyéb, amúgy kapok érte egy rakás képzettségpontot, meg mindenféle csodát. Megcsináltam azt, hogy a fegyvereim azok nagyjából maxosak, kivéve ezt a lilát, mert ehhez a jóisten tudja mi kell. Hirtelen. Kötélvető, ez is, ebből is jó lenne mondjuk egy kék. Ez is maxos. Ez is maxos. Van egy fagyos íjam, ami maxos, teletettem fagyos szövetekkel, vagy tekercsekkel, hogy hamarabb menjen föl a jég. És tulajdonképpen ez most így jó is. Én azt mondom, hogy menjünk tovább egy kicsit a fősztorival, és keressük meg Poseidont. Ő lesz az. Sehol tábor, innen menjünk. Mert hogy én nagyon-nagyon valószínűleg tartom, hogy Poseidontól fogjuk megkapni a víz alatti légző kis készüléket. Miért nem tud a kurva kamera rendesen közelíteni, meg fókuszálni? Nem akarom elindítani a Logitech-et, mert akkor meg kifényesít, és így átlátszó lesz a fejem. Pillanat. Webcam. Itt nem lehet valahogy megcsinálni, hogy ne legyek ilyen izés. Színtartomány, felbontás, videó konfigurálása. Élesség. Ez nem az? Ez nem az. Kameravezérlő. Fókusz. Kurva anyád. Automatikus mi? Te fasz. Hello mi? Faszom kamera. Ezt nem lehet így nyomni, hogy... Nullás fókusz. Ennek így jónak kéne lenni. Úgy amúgy. by the way. Jó. Pillanat, telefon. Elkezdtem streamelni. Ja, hát visszahívhatlak. Várjál.
Easy does it, Nora.
Na hát. Nem ilyen helyzet. Nem sok. Beszélgettünk a Levivel. Aztán most Levi nem. Aztán egy. Nálad?
Tried to tell Porga this was a bad idea. Noticed machine riders earlier. They seemed like they were racing or something.
Take it easy today, okay?
I don't know. Have you been in the cut? It's supposed to be a sight for the whole.
Yeah, maybe on that one.
There goes the only safe passageway. Ignoring me again? Surprise, surprise.
Oh, I could use your insights later on.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Ah.
Heard the Savior climbs tall necks. I want to try that too.
Keep dreaming.
If you're feeling bold, there's a Tanakh outpost nearby. The rebel kind. How goes it, Hammerhead?
Oh, I could use your insights later on.
That underpass was structurally unsafe. A 2-year-old could tell. What? Really looking forward to another shift with your shoddy ass.
Na, most már jó a kamera?
Noticed machine riders earlier.
Élvezem amúgy a gémet?
Sounded like they were racing or
Én
something.
nagyon.
I don't know.
Én nagyon. Azt nem értem, mi az extra élmény? Vagy ezt most nem teljesen értem, hogy ez mi a kérdés. Bocsánat, itt a közjátékért.
I hear the Tenakth are fighting each other quite a bit these days. Some of them contain machines. Those you've got to be real careful of. We've seen a whole bunch of them setting up outposts around here. A few settled at the edge of the desert in the southwest. They even set up camp in the south.
Game is élvez engem?
Really helps a fellow sleep at night.
Nem hiszem, annyira nem.
Just make sure you steer clear of them.
Na!
Those rebels are bad business. I'll keep an eye out for them while I'm out here.
Itt van valahol a homoktenger. Úgyhogy mehetünk is arra, igazából. Van egy lovam. Ja, hát nyilván persze, hát maga tehát hozza az előző játék szintjét, én azt mondom. Abszolút. Abszolút hozza. Tehát én szerintem kurva jól sikerült ugyanúgy ez is, mint az előző. Nyilván még újdonságok is vannak benne. Az apát faszát, hogy nem tud normálisan mutatni a izét. Oda akarok menni. Majd követem az ászlót. Jó, azt a tábortüzet kérem. Jó, tábortűz felfedezve. Torrent kicsit meghízott.
Must be the ruins of Las Vegas. Side machine gun fire. Underground. If that's true, I might be able to find a way down through one of these structures. Making good use of this.
Kukucs! Föld alatti lejáratot kell keresni. Itt esetleg? Ja, hogy egy ekkora területen? Jézus, bazd meg. Hát nem aprózod el, az biztos. Jó, hát vizsgáljuk át az épületeket, aztán mondjuk ez a kivilágított, ez nekem gyanús.
Water's pouring out of that building.
Víz jön belőle. Poseidon.
I better check it out.
Poszáta.
Someone's been through here.
Valaki járt itt.
Camping gear.
Napszárnyi keringető. Kérdőjelek kezdésnek jó kiindulás. A kérdőjelek azok igen ilyen point of interest. Ott mindig van valami. Én most alapvetően nem azt csinálom, a streamben inkább szeretném a fő szálat vinni. Oszarám!
I almost had him. I was so close. To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Moreland, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
You're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
Aha. Tehát túl mély a vízibarlang, nem tud bemenni. Nekünk is azért kell ide jönnünk most, hogy meglegyen a víz alatt lélegzés.
Hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Banán!
So, there's an ancient city under
Szia,
the
Chris!
sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Norse spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark I. The Mark II was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside
Tudom.
and nearly drowned.
És hát gondoltam, hogy itt lesz, nem fulladsz meg.
Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a compressed
Air
air
capsule, hammer and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here? Get over here. She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
Don't mind him.
Én ezért bírtam. Kurva jók egyébként a párbeszédekben, én nagyon élem. Nagyon jó a script. Én azt bírom, mert ezért csináltam, a Demetert csináltam meg először. A fényvirágos részt. És ott ugye találkoztam a Quentörzsnek a jósnőjével, akinek ugyanúgy volt fókusza, és akkor mondta, hogy ő itt náluk a divinerek azok, akik megpróbálják megfejteni a régiek által hátrahagyott tudást. És amikor így az Aloy elkezdte neki mondani, hogy tulajdonképpen az ősök úgy haltak ki, hogy olyan robotokat csináltak, akik gyakorlatilag felemésztették a bolygót, meg velük együtt őket is. És akkor így annyira cuki volt az a csaj közben. Figyelj, én nem akarom ám ezt tudni. Én csak azért jöttem, hogy mezőgazdasági technológiákat tanuljak. Én nem akarom tudni, mi történt az ősökkel. Jót rögtem rajta. Pillanat, telefon. Igen, amúgy azt is bírom nagyon, hogy nagyon ott van a testbeszéd is. Tehát, hogy így mászkálnak össze-vissza, megfordulnak, magyaráznak, próbálják a kezüket, meg stb. Tehát tök jó a koreográfia, nekem az is nagyon tetszik. Sajnos nem tudom hangosabbra menni a fülesemet, pedig a zenék is nagyon-nagyon jók. Csak viszonylag halkan hallom őket. Sajnos. Ez biztos amiatt van, hogy itt izével nyomulok. Egy pillanat, mert kíváncsi vagyok itt valamire. Hangerő, keverő. Max hangerő. Jaj, bassz meg! Hát így egy kicsit más lesz a leányzó fekvése. Már le volt halkítva egy kicsit maga az a capture cardos alkalmazás, de így már jó lesz a zene. Pont azt akartam mondani, hogy kár, hogy nem hallom hangosabban, mert némelyik átvezető videónál tök jó volt. Tök jó lett volna.
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Well...
Hát nem tudjuk.
Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay? Whatever you find below is yours.
Well, all right. Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. I like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. Just as my old Gramps promised me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here. 40-odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, he never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show. One unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true delver, and a true showman. And I miss him. But I will do him proud. I will gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
Ja, azt én is tökre bírom, mert hogy a nyelvezete is tök jó, igen, ennek a játéknak. Tehát mit tudom én, hogy találsz egy kulcscsomót, és akkor az nem az a neve, hogy kulcs, egy régi kulcs, hanem hogy ősi csengő játék, vagy valami, vagy csörgő játék, mert ennyit tudtak csinálni vele, hogy csörög. Jó napot! Én ezeket tökre bírtam ebbe, hogy ugye nyilván nem ismerik a kifejezéseket sem, hogy mit csinál a technológia, hanem így megpróbálják így a saját kultúrájuk szavaival körülírni. Nagyon, nagyon jól össze van rakva. Ja, óra, ősi karperec.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. A chance to follow my old Gramps' footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the
Az első játék is ilyen volt.
We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy that...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good.
Ja, mert Las Vegas.
But then...
Igen.
Something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. It's like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred, I built the diving bubbles Mark 1 and Mark 2. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, it's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
Szóval mutatványosok, úgymond. Színházas népség.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. It's amazing stuff. This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beefs. I must have watched it about 100 times as a child in my old Gramps' workshop.
What happened to it?
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Oseram to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths. I'd say it's apt.
Apt or not, sounds too deep to hold my breath.
Hence, our new invention.
Az oszáramok hordóban mérik a távolságot. Na mi? Hát folyadék. Az jó a hordó, nem? Kurva jó a szöveg. Imádom a humorát ennek a játéknak. Ilyet találtam már? Nem. Drónt találtam. Meg ilyen visszapontokat találtam, de azokat még nem csináltam meg egyet se.
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the mark, but like I said, it's stuck in it.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim.
All right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
Yo. Huh? Hét, 8, 9. Ja, hogy itt van. Aha. Okay. Fulladsz? Oké, nem fulladt meg, jó van.
Got the compressed air capsule. Now, get all the machine parts.
Oké. Nem jutott be? Ja, várja itt.
I thought we
Ja,
were
de
finally
tényleg a
going to get away
díszek.
from this place.
Igen.
Well,
Találtam 2 ilyen
that
díszt.
Aloy showed up. We'll see. The longer
Nem tudtam mire való, meg valami ilyesmi, hogy találd meg a díszek eredetét, ilyen is volt. De azt még nem tudtam, hogy az mi, de akkor gondolom ez lesz az. Jó. 350 méter. Erre. A lófaszt erre. Arra kell menni. A faszért nem tudsz normális irányt mutatni, de. Gyászkoporsó. Találtam már robokat.
Gotta grab its data to reconnect with the dome back at the base.
Egy ilyen drón kéne. Merre is mész te? Aha. Gondolom fel tudunk mászni ide. Igen. Jó, semmi extra. Aha, ott arra felé lehet felmászni.
Have to jump onto that drone to get it down.
Jó. Megkeressük a drónra ugró helyet. Gondolom, ez valahol itt lesz majd. Inkább szop ki. Ugorj már fő. Aha. Szerintem itt lesz. Robot radán, aztán megbassza a seggemet. Szia Pisti! Hello! Missy! Missy! Huh? Up!
You're mine! Got it!
Na gyere, drón!
We should grab the drone's data now that it's down.
Jó. Nem viszem vissza a bázisra. Majd ha a Poseidon megvan, visszamegyünk a bázisra. Addig nem kell. Malac! Ahoy! 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 Sotto vidi!
Well, this is where Moreland said
Lost
it would be.
vidi!
They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better look for tracks. Send this to my stash.
Neked za, ktishrikama. Doma. Taka teplishna, sože doma. Na jó, hagyjuk abba a 10 éve is cringe-nek számító Disaboys-ot. Igen, az se. Tudom. Na. Keres nyomokat. Ez a Disaboysnak a neked szája. Ha nem ismered, ismerd meg. Kicsit halkítok nektek, mert miért nem mondjátok, hogy nektek hangos a game? Mondjuk ez a kurva szélvihar csak.
There. Tracks should lead me to the herd. should have the parts I need.
Bocsánat. Ennek ez kurva hangos most, ahogy látom. Jó, így jobb lesz. Ja, mert hogy van egy madár is! Anyádot, madár! -1. -2. Kurva hangos ez a szar.
Synthetic membrane. I should have all the parts to build this thing now. Better get back to Moreland. Prepared.
Ma van 3000 fám. Malac! Ja. Menjünk vissza. Megint hova a faszomba viszel, hallod? Na mindegy. Háros ide nem léphet be. Azt mondja. Na. Most nem lesz zavarás. Kölkök már nincsenek itthon. Elmentek az anyjukhoz, úgyhogy... Oh, hello! Tőled lehet vásárolni? Abadund.
Guess list of 50. So we need at least 3 dozen kegs. Brown ale, maybe. No. For him, scrapper sap.
Are you planning a party?
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral. Thanks to you. I was this close. We were gonna move on. Leave all this nonsense behind, and you come along and you spark your wet noodle idea.
It's going to work.
I've heard that before. I'm always willing to engage it.
Igen, ilyenem van. Azt hiszem. Csapásmérő. Nincsen kinetikus? Miért nincsen kinetikus sebzésed? 25% felhajtási sebesség, az nem szar. Kinek is kus? Mindjárt átkérje Chris. Ja, most nincs itt, várjál.
So, how does someone like you end up working for someone like Moreland?
I work with Moreland. We got 3 equal claims in this venture. I saw one of his early shows. Back when it was just him and his inventions. Works of flame, lights, and shadows, all kinds of gizmos. Never seen the like. But the man is all spectacle. No sense. Bleeds shards like you get the idea. Without me to handle the finances, his dreams would be sunk.
Nem, azt úgy nem éri.
Wish we were back in the claim. Plenty of normal shows to do without the salvage from this blasted place.
And yet, you're here, in the middle of the desert, delving for his dream.
It was a good one. But sometimes, a dream has to die.
Tudom, de várd meg, míg bejön, és akkor hívd rá.
This dream of Moreland's
is going to get him killed.
Let's say it doesn't. What happens after he gets the salvage down there?
Then we put on the greatest show the world's ever seen. We'll have special seating, premium ale, the works. Moreland will do his light spectacle thing. Stemmer will get their eyes a-sparkling with his tales, and I'll be selling tickets. It's a nice thought, anyway.
Moreland mentioned you were showman.
What? An ostrom can't be anything other than a delver, tinker, or drunkard? Okay, sure, we are delvers too, but that is not our main source of income. Mostly, we go town to town, putting on shows.
These shows, what are they? What happens at them?
Tales and spectacle. Moreland's got the technical know-how. Builds all manner of inventions, whirligigs of light and sound, cannons that shoot fire, and showers of sparks, and Stemmer
keeps them enthralled with tales of adventure in the smoothest baritone.
Yeah, that.
And you?
Me? Who do you think handles the financials for the whole blasted thing? Those two might have the sparks, but do you think they know their way around shards? No, they don't.
So Moreland was down in this ancient city, and...
The 3 of us went down below.
You?
I can delve, too.
Right. And, then what happened?
What do you think? Water rushed in, we ran. Then Moreland built that blasted thing. Nearly got himself drowned. Twice. You want the finer details of his stupidity? You go ask him. Fine. Take a look.
Krisz, ezeket te tartsam meg, ugye? Ősi nyaklánc! Ez egy számítógépes egér. Ősi nyaklánc. Ahogy látom, vagy valami hasonló. A szíveket megtartom, legalábbis úgy emlékszem, hogy ezek még küldetésekhez kellhetnek, vadászati küldetésekhez, de a aranyrudak, meg az ilyesmik, azok, meg ezüstrúd, én úgy emlékszem, hogy ezeket nem kellett megtartani. Régen sem. A gyűrű, meg ősi koszorú, azt mondja. Ezeket megtartjuk, ezeket is megtartjuk. Azt is. Ezeket is. Lövedéknyersanyagokat is. Van, hogy el lehet adni külön, ami csak arra jó. Jó, egyelőre... Ja, mert itt írja a fegyverek, ruhák fejlesztéséhez, vagy eladásra. Aha, ide rá van írva. Ja, hogy lehet típus szerint rendezni. Érték, ugye? Nem. Típus. Ez az eladható értéktárgyak, de ugyanide veszi a szíveket is. Csúcsvadász gyűjtögető szív. A tűzhátú szíve az fejlesztés, de tartályos üregású az meg nem. Na mindegy, ezért kapok 3000-et. Volt mit eladnom mostanában.
I'll leave you alone.
Do us a favor. Leave us all alone.
No? No.
What can I do for you, partner?
I've got everything I need to build the
incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble. The workbench is all yours.
Mm-hmm. Na most már mindenem megvan. Most már bárhová be tudok menni, ami nincs elzárva küldetésügyileg.
Whoa. There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life. There was this flash of red, and the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light from a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Okay. Time to see if this thing works. So far, so good. I can actually breathe down here.
Na. Most már nem kell azon aggódnom, hogy megfulladok folyton.
Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before.
It started right here more than 30 years ago. Back when this casino was still called the Temple. One big bet turned my fate around. But now, fate's dealt this cruelest hand ever to everyone. I have to turn the lights out one final time. And the waters of my adopted home will at last run dry. Well, if a dream has to die, at least I can say goodbye first.
Stanley Chen. What did he do here?
Jó. Mi van itt? Ja, az volt, aha.
Nautical lights. Must be Poseidon's doing.
Hát ez mi az úristen fasza? Lehet, hogy csak egy ilyen lógószobor.
Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding. Whoa! Big machine. There's no way I can connect that thing with wires.
Hullámtépő. Azt mondja, ezzel nem küzdök meg a víz alatt. Slattyogó. Bazd meg! Ez a hülye robot csinálja az áramlatot, vajon? Isten bezeg. Akkor is fölveszem. Aha, látom, arra lehet menni. Jó van. Menjünk akkor ide. Red light, green light.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here. More machines down here. Just run around them. Stick to cover.
Hallod? Hogy úsztál be a kocsiba? Jó, nem kell engem látni.
Should lead me to the pump node. There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city.
Aha. Menj arra. Nem arra. Nem a falba bele. Hanem erre. Kukucs, még lejjebb. Nincs még lejjebb. Na jó, az se baj, ha nincs még lejjebb.
I can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can climb to get out.
Biztos vagyok benne, hogy nem így gondolták a készítők. De perelj be! Na nézd már! Akkor is megpróbálom. Az előbb hogy sikerült felugrani vajon? Hopp, hopp. Haha! Na, itt lett volna, gondolom, a felmászás. Nem baj. Ati megoldja. Csoda, hogy ezt egyáltalán meg tudod nyitni.
One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
A létrabúz is. Így van.
The primer node shut down now. I think the last time I was down here was during the Lumiogran incident. A malfunction led to an overflow of detergent in the pipes. Suds rose from every fountain. As we frantically tried to fix it, I looked up and saw everyone in the lobby chasing bubbles the size of basketballs. Young and old alike. Another magical moment in the impossible city.
Recording from Stanley Chen. According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the dome. Another access point. Should get me to the second node.
Kukucs. Na, mászd csak föl. Föl. Oda. Hol a tekerő? Jaj, szop már ki! Ja, mert a kövek feltartották, értem.
Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station. According to the map, the maintenance stations should be at the south end of the dome. There's red light in that tower. Just like at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in? Looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in. Okay, let's see where this leads.
Toots.
Get this green shine off carefully.
Ha? Bunkerajtó. Most akkor mégse jó ez az irány? Nekem úgy tűnik, mintha lefelé kéne mennem. Gyerünk! Mehet a lefelé. Ja, ott egy ajtó. És ezt hogy nem láttam? Basz meg.
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
Yeah.
This looks promising. There should be a console in here.
System shutdown's almost done. The only thing left is to power everything down at the control center. So, I guess this is it. One final walk down the strip, and then it's lights out forever. At least I won't be around to see it destroyed. The Odyssey will be well on its way to Sirius by the time the swarm gets here. Still, my last memory of this place will be empty. A city that's already dead.
Stanley Chen was one of them. The Zenith. But he did so much for this place. He doesn't sound like the others.
Sajnos a víz egy kicsit elnyomta a zenét.
Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Exciting. I guess the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
Ilyen víz alatt egy ősi ládában faág.
Left these machines behind. Let's survive them. Go with the big one first. Tends to reverse if I hit it with the purge one.
Aha. Nem szabad szétlőni az alját. Tisztító víztartály. Jó. Már mondjuk olyanom nincsen. Úristen, mekkorát! Jó van. Kemény ez a skill. Van még ilyen nagy gép? 1159 damage! Csattanó fog. Hol látsz? Ezt mondjuk sajnálom, hogy nem jelzi a játék, hogy engem honnan sasolnak. Ó, te vagy az. Na, találd már el rendesen. Na. Keresd meg Poseidont. Hát keressük meg. Én egy ilyen hullámtépőt akarok megkeresni.
Poseidon is through there. But where did that machine go?
Biztos, hogy itt lesz? Jaj, mit csinálsz itt? Menj már innen, hülye! Aha. Ott van lenn.
Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
Kurva jó hangja van, tényleg.
Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our death.
Okay then.
Kellemes bariton.
Stay up here.
Mesélő arc.
Stop firing when I engage.
Szavasz, jó nagy vagy. Na nézzük, mit van. Ó, fagyos cuccos. Tisztítóvizes tasak. Aha, ez. Tömlő. Farok. A farkat leválasztjuk. És... egy. Jó. Fagyasztó nyílvessző. Melyik részedet kell fagyasztani? Ja, a testedet. Fagyvíztartály, azt. Megvagy. De ne ússzál, idióta! Miért lehet itt úszni? Aha. Au. Au. Aha. Talán? Hol van? Ott van. Szop ki! Tudom. Majd szeretném lelőni, csak ki akarom lőni a fagytartáját. Most, mondjuk. De akkor egy buzi! Nekem a másik oldalat kell. Hallod, ott se vagyok. No para. Rángatod a farkadat, geci. Léci! Jó, szarok rá. Így. Jó, leszettük a farkát. De korán ment a dodge. Meghúz. Na, hova esett a farkad? Ilyenkor mindig olyan nehéz megtalálnom a darabokat, amit lelőttem, mert annyira össze-vissza futkosunk egy kibaszott nagy arénában, hogy nem tudom, hogy hova estek a darabjai. Ja, megkeresem a fókuszommal. Mert tudom, hogy lelőttem a farkát. Ott van a öntöző korong. Nem az valami más. Ja, várj, itt van. Ja. Na. Csömorlott.
You guys all right?
more than all right. This.
Jó van, Bazsi, köszönjük, itt voltál.
We did
Jó
it!
éjszakát, hogyha mész.
All the embers we could ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
Very, heartwarming. But maybe we can just, you know, grab what we came here for and get out before any more of those things decide to show up.
Now, shard counter. Nothing wrong with a little reveling. Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here, does she not?
Right, of course. You need any help?
I can handle it from here.
Very well. We'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
Thanks. Poseidon should be somewhere beyond this door. Time to bring it home. I'll keep these on me.
Na, hadd lássuk ezt a Poseidont.
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it.
Tudod, mit fogok csinálni? Options, beállítások, hanghatások. Jó, így. Ne bassza már szét a zenét, mindenféle zúgás, meg ilyenek.
There. I should be able to use that console.
I can't do it. I can't give up on this place. I'm leaving everything on standby. The system's equipped for runs for decades, if not hundreds of years. It's a long shot. But maybe someday, against all odds, someone will find this place again.
Jó, ma hello Flame. Köszönjük, itt voltál.
Discover a fortune and boundless opportunity.
Így a Horizon stream nem nagyon jönnek mostanában, aztán most tök jó, itt voltatok beszélgetni egy kicsit.
If water can flow in a wasteland, anything's possible.
Jó. Újabb hekkelés. Vágyakozó férfiak eredmű holoreklámját a vodkában? Istenem.
I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia.
Yes. Mother, all waters lead back to her.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
Visszaadom nektek a zenét. Az effekteket levettem.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Moreland and crew must have headed back up top.
Oh!
With all the embers they could carry, I bet.
De kurva jó! Hát ez tiszta menő, ahogy kinéz. A zene is kurva jó még mindig.
I can refill my pouch with these later.
Tetszik az ost. Ezt mondják a papok is. Bérmáka vagy a misén. Tetszik az ostja. Az ostya. Ostya. Na. Menjünk. Menjünk ki innen. Ó, várj csak. Orvosi... Hogy ez... Csomó healt elhasználtam. Hallod, miért nem ugrasz fel? Ja, várj, ott egy létre.
Going down.
Ja. Nézelődök, hogy van-e valahol valami dobozka. Még följebb. Hol volt itt lépcső? Igen. Így. És akkor... Hát te hülye vagy. Azt fog már meg, jó? Úgy. Normális? Hát mász már föl, te béna. Olyanokat csinál néha. Nem is igazán értem. Ja, itt tuszkáltam.
An elevator. No one must have built this before the place flooded. Nice to work. Nice not to have to climb back up.
Szerintem Horizon OST-t fogok hallgatni egy darabig. Úgy amúgy streamen kívül. Nagyon-nagyon tetszik a zenéje. Bár az első is nagyon jó volt, szóval... Hozza az elvárt minőséget. Könnyek tornya.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up the whole city.
Is that an eagle? How much did all this cost?
Hello.
Show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized, his old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh?
Las Vegas 2.0.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But I might want to find that Oseram camp first. See if Talana made it. And with my new diving mask, I can swim as deep as I need to. Like at those deep water sites I found earlier.
Na. Most jött el az a pontja a játéknak, amikor is hanyagolhatom a főküldetést egy kicsit. És minden kurva helyet megnézhetek most már, mert semmi nem fog az utamba állni. Se a mélyvíz, se a felgyújtani való kristályok, se a fémvirágok, se semmi. Úgyhogy én azt mondom, hogy még leadjuk a Poseidont. És utána elkezdünk mellékküldetéseket csinálni a világban. Kicsit melléksztori szálazni. Még lesz egy hely, ez nincs meg a túlom. Tényleg. Pedig 4-et mutatott. Hát de mondjuk igazság szerint majd itt át kell menni majd egy szigetre, gondolom, a hajóval. Az biztos, hogy fő sztori szál. Meg van itt, hát tudod? A ragyogó pusztaságos hosszú nyak. Hogy itt ehhez nincs meg a túlom, az biztos. Mert ott lakat van rajta. De majd gondolom. Ez most nem annyira lényeges. Számomra! Ja, így néz ki a búvárcuc elsüllyedt roncs. Aha. Jól van. Jól van. Akkor csináljunk egy olyat, hogy bázis. Ebben a játékban is van arany utitáska? Hogy ne kelljen folyton vásárolni ezeket a szarokat, és ne kelljen mindig tűzhöz mennem, hogy gyors utazni tudjak ingyér. Bírom ezeket a pletykás részeket, hogy így elkezd beszélni helyekről, és akkor beadja a küldetést is egyből. Te nem kaptál. Jó van. Hello.
Well, this focus thing's trying to kill me. Dead, almost drowned in heat.
Beszélgessünk az itteniekkel. Majdnem. Pillanat. Romboló. Nagyon jó. Tűzhátú. Csattanófog. Aha. Mert ebből csak egy volt. Igen, ezt még egyáltalán nem gyilkoláztam. Illetve egyet öltem már belőle. De kell még 2 kalapács farok. Mennyi gép van még? Aha. Hát én még egyelőre fegyvert vásárolok belőle, meg ilyenek. Én még költöm a zsét. Zöld csillámfűrt. Nem biztos, hogy ezt fel akarom fejleszteni. Pöröly csapás nyílvető. De hát ilyenem van, és az enyém az lila. Ehhez mi is kell? Mászórém, tűzhátú. Ezt is érdemes lenne kifarmolgatni a hozzávalókat. De én szerintem azt nem streamben fogom csinálni.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Miért van az, hogy nem képes adni a játék rendes fizikai damage-es tekercset? Mindenből van vagy 25, érted? És a fizikaiból, sima kinetikusból csak szaros zöld van. Még mindig. Már remélem majd lesz.
Aloy.
Hey, thought I'd check in on how you're doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like but isn't you down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
Ja persze, mert még erről is szó volt. Mindjárt beszélünk róla.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. I assume you've been looking into Demeter now that Gaia's merged with it?
Yes. It's been humbling to know that the seeds I carry in this pouch came in turn from the seeds saved for Demeter in the old world. It gives me hope that the cycle of life will prevail now, just as it did before.
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it a reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
Az a jó, hogy ez a játék nekem tetszik annyira, hogy a mellékszereplőkkel is mindent végigbeszéltessek, és nem csak így végignyomkodjam, hogy főküldetés jó, haladjunk, hogy konkrétan érdekel a világa ennek a játéknak. Meg a karakterek, mert...
Aloy, you're back.
How are things going around
Szerintem
here?
tök jól vannak megírva.
I'm still trying to get Beta to talk to me. It's a slow process. Are you okay? This clone thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
I'm just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough.
Jó a szinkron hang, nagyon jók a szinkron színészek. Gyakorlatilag úgymond hogy mondjam, tehát a karaktereknek a színészi munkája, tehát maga az animáció tök jól mozognak hozzá, nagyon jó a hanglejtések, minden, tehát a szinkron színészek kurva jók, maga a párbeszéd is tök jól van megírva, meg úgy a karakterek személyisége is nekem marhára tetszik, és ezért állok neki mindenkivel normálisan beszélgetni, mert alapból nem jellemző ez rám. A Witcherbe is végigmentem úgy a játékon, hogy úgy olyan nagyon... Egy idő után már meguntam azt, hogy mindenkivel mindenről beszélek. Az elején még benne voltam, aztán utána már így csak mentem, aztán csináltam a dolgot.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
Szerintem a plüssökről beszélt.
How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I see everyone's settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
Csá! Ered!
You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's 2 of me now.
There's 2 of you now! At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those 2 lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
I see you've got strike set up.
Really?
Ja, most nem akarom amúgy véletlen zöldtábla. De nem akarok.
You can play another time if you want.
Well,
I have to get going.
Don't go causing...
Jó, már nem nagyon van mit beszélni veletek. Még a Csajszival még lent dumálhatnék, bár ő nem is tudom, hogy ő hol lakik. Egész pontosan. Nem ott.
Door's locked. Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later.
Op.
It was pretty weird talking to Beta, seeing someone who looks like me. Even though it seems like she doesn't act anything like me. Or Elizabeth, for that matter.
Kint látszik a tábortűz. Ez kijárat. Aha. Itt vagy lent, nem? Csaje. Aha.
Oh. Hello. Aloy. Hey.
I suppose.
So have you been able to make use of your expertise?
I guess so. Gaia transferred a lot of data on Hephaestus to study.
And? Any insights?
It looks like it's been modifying its code, increasing in size and complexity over the years. There's a lot to analyze still.
Okay, well... keep at it, I guess. So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but... it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I think he does.
Have you... I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so. That's enough for now.
Good.
Na jó. Akkor vigyük vissza. Megint belokkolódunk szerintem egy...
Door's locked. Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later.
Szekvenciába. Gondolom nem fogunk tudni csak úgy tovább menni most. Meg a drónt is berakhatjuk.
Welcome back, Aloy.
Hello.
I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Igen. Meghoztam. Hát hányszor nyomtam meg ezt a kurva háromszöget és mindig eltűnt.
Okay. Data modules in.
És ez melyik most? Melyik az új? Ez az alsó, ugye? Ezt is kurvára éltem. Mikor betettem az első ilyen drónt, mondom, majd megnézem, megnyomom, mi ez? Hát mondom, akkor itt nem tudom, csillagok, meg milyen, mit tudom én. Fogta magát és így berajzolta körém ezt a felületet. Hát mondom, kurva jó az meg. Bejövök a bázisra, aztán így olyan, mintha így ki lennék. Jobbnál jobb helyszíneken. Na jó, lássuk hozzá. Poseidon! Tessék!
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Igen.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Yeah.
I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it.
Cső! Cső! Tumáljunk, látom, van mondani valót. Hogy állunk? Beta.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life.
1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe travel.
Jó van, megbeszéltünk mindent, amit akartunk. Nem az van, hogy kinyitottál egyéb szobákat nekem? Nem azt, ezt. Nem ezt. Hanem ezt. Nem ezt. Hanem ezt sem.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see.
Ez jó van.
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Huh? Na jó, hol vagy, Varl? Itt? Itt vagy biztos.
I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac! Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away, alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. They didn't interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things? I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them. Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
Hát az így átment az ajtód.
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Na. Na, azt az éteres koordinátát most nem csináljuk. Amit viszont de csinálunk, az mindjárt megmondom, hogy mi lesz. Na. Van itt egy olyan rész, valahol. Mindjárt megtalálom. Ahol bejöttünk ide. Nem ott, nem ott, nem ott. Valahol, ahol ide bejöttünk, volt egy alagút. Kettő is igazából. Na, eresz vissza? És volt itt egy ajtó, ahova ami nem volt nyitva, és meg akarom nézni, hogy most már nyitva van-e. Nem erre. Hát pedig valahol itt volt bent. Na mindegy.
Beta's been difficult to figure out. She's just so closed off. I get that the Zeniths were cruel to her, that the one called Tilda abandoned her, but I can't get her out of her shell. I don't know. Maybe nothing can. What? Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I had thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding, any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far's Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda that Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't...
Maybe. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could.
Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The sacred lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
A mission most úgy 20-adjára fog jönni majd.
We'll be here if you...
Jó. És még itt van Zo.
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well. Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
Found anything else combing?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them. Even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a... museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from. Like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this.
That sounds... crowded, but nice. Thesea stood a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
Are you serious?
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Is there anything I can help?
Oh, no. We're doing...
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering... What do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but... I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Jó, és akkor még egy dolgot meg kell itt beszélnünk. Gaiával. Hello.
Welcome back.
Ciao.
Hey, Gaia.
Welcome back.
So I talked to Beta.
Didn't learn much.
It seems to me you did. From what she describes, the Zeniths controlled every aspect of her life, even as they shunned her. This Tilda was the first person she ever had contact with. An abrupt severance of such a relationship would be very emotionally damaging.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Igen, a robajpofa. A Thunder, az inkább mennydörgés. Robaj.
I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then.
Ó, itt vannak új dolgok.
The missing subordinate function.
Artemis rewound. Eleuthia was responsible for culture up and disseminating. Unfortunately, all archived.
Pharaoh, huh?
Understand. He appears to have been.
All three of the missing functions have already or were prevented. Do you still need them?
Restoring, empowering my. Unfortunately, attaining them in the short term is very likely.
I guess our best shot at recovering them, but we'll need Hephaestus.
Correct.
Aha, tehát akkor itt van új mondandó, csak újra meg kell nézni az
Once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them to...
So you could build an army of machines.
It is in my nature to take any and all human life above. So yes, once I have been, I could design, build, and command. Given the nature of the far zenith threat, I must admit how, no matter how aggressive.
That's good.
Indeed.
Were you able to make use of the...
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access. There, buried and encased, it could guard against anything.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it...
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out and start over. So they can...
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions, and they may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground. So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them. Tilda.
No. Elizabeth often spoke of her work. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of them. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function.
I have wondered this. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was...
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the... How could the Zenith...
From the records, it appears Far Zenith...
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but... Elizabeth...
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired not despite his...
So from what Beta... I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology...
Yes. They appear to make it further. They seem to be equipped with some kind of energy field that...
They seemed indestructible, but... Ow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually... While we lack the were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize... No shielding could with...
So there's hope.
Always.
I'll be off.
Hát jó, van, semmi újat nem tudtunk meg igazából. Most ebből. Na. Elég volt a dumálásból. Indulhatunk. Innen el. És akkor, hát menjünk ide-vissza. Nézzük meg ezt a barlangot. Mondjuk... Innen. Víz alatti barlang. Á, nem. Abba hagyom a streamet, mert ide alszok. Az a helyzet. Úgyhogy haladtunk egy kicsit a sztorival, meg lett az úszikálós cucc. És én szerintem kamerán kívül fölszedegetek majd itt ilyen úszó, barlangos, meg ilyen mindenféle szarságot. Ami maradt a csellengő árnyéka. Szerintem a kicsi bandita táborokat legyalulom, szintén kamerán kívül, tehát az ilyeneket, lázadó helyőrség, ami nem dupla, csak egy. Tehát a lázadó táborokat, azokat meghagyom, a romokat is meghagyom. Szerintem a roncsmentő megbízásokat megcsinálom, az nem tűnik annyira fontosnak. Merülések, víz alatti akadály, szerintem nem annyira fontos ez se. Ideben megyünk majd, lázadó táborba szivárogjak be. Szerintem ezek, ami kék, gondolom ez küldetéshez tartozik. Úgyhogy tulajdonképpen, ja, mindenképpen streamben lesznek ezek a kemencék. Itt is van egy. Ott is egy nagy tábor. És egy nagy tábor. Meg egy kisebb. Jól van. Ha valami érdekesre bukkanok, miközben mellékküldetéseket meg ilyesmiket csinálok, azt majd elmondom, és akkor szerintem úgy fogjuk ezt folytatni. Hát mondjuk holnap azt terveztem, hogy streamelek jó sokat. Úgyhogy reggel fölkelek, csinálok reggelit, aztán igazából neki veselkedhetünk itt az olyan dolgoknak, amik streamre valók, mint például a mellékküldetés szálak, amiknek vannak saját történeteik. Jó. Küldetések, lázadó táborok lesznek elsősorban terítéken, és a vadászpróbák. Jó. Amiből úgy látom, hogy itt van egy. Van egy olyan érzésem egyébként, hogy ez az... Tehát, hogy hiába csinálok meg mindent, ezen a kis szigeten, ahova majd hajózgatni kell, szintén lesz minimum egy vadászpróba, egy lázadótábor, meg minden is. Tehát, hogy nem tudom megcsinálni az összeset, mert ott, amíg oda át nem jutok, addig nem lesz meg az összes, mert ott is van. Gondolnám. Na jó van, jó éjszakát mindenkinek, kösz szépen, hogy itt voltatok. Én kikapcsolom a streamet mára. Aztán holnap, hogyha felébredtem, csináltam egy kis reggelit, akkor nekiállhatunk ennek. Jó. Na, jó szakát, sziasztok!
Sziasztok, kukik! Sziasztok, kukik! Sziasztok! Kukik!